official. There's no meeting on the cards with the Prime Minister. Well, the World Tonight's 𝗙𝗶𝗱 𝗙𝗶 caught up with Mohammed Yunus just before he went to Buckingham Palace. She asked him, why was there no meeting with Keir Starmer?
Well, we were very happy to meet him. Somehow, probably he's busy or whatever. But that gives me a great opportunity too. Because now that he's busy, I invite him to come to Bangladesh. We have plenty of time together and show around what happened, what we're looking for. And he can grasp the situation, and it's a historical moment that we are going through. It is a unique thing in a way. You are discarding the past and beginning of a new future.
Let me just ask you about that. You say he's busy. You're the chief advisor, so you're his political equivalent. There's close to 1 million Bangladeshis here in the UK. Bangladeshi culture is such an intrinsic part of British life. So how disappointed are you that in the couple of days that you're here in the UK, he couldn't find time for you?
I don't know whether I should be disappointed or he should be disappointed. It's a missed opportunity for any reason. I don't know. That's why I'm saying coming to Bangladesh would be a good opportunity. Relax and see and kind of feel the moment in Bangladesh and grasp it.
But what reason did Downing Street give you for not arranging a meeting?
I don't think we have received an explanation for that kind of thing. That's probably he's busy with other important things.
Let's talk about one of Sir Keir Starmer's MPs, the Labour MP Tulip Siddiq. Of course, she's the niece of the former Prime Minister 𝗙𝗵 𝗹𝗶. A Bangladeshi court has issued an arrest warrant for her, accusing her of illegally receiving land. Now, that's something that she denies. She's written to you. We've seen the letter. She's asked to meet you while you are here. Will you meet her?
No, I'm not, because it's a legal procedure. I don't want to interrupt the legal procedure. Let the procedure continue.
So the UK government's advisor on ministerial standards carried out an investigation into Tulip Siddiq. She was cleared. She says that your anti-corruption commission hasn't produced any evidence against her. Why is the ACC, the Anti-Corruption Commission of Bangladesh, therefore still investigating her?
Well, it's in a court matter. Court will decide that enough materials are available to pursue the case or cancel.
But you are the chief advisor in Bangladesh. You came in saying that you wanted to stamp out corruption. So I just repeat that question, really, because the head of the ACC says that this isn't an unsubstantiated investigation. I'll just take the quote here. He said the allegations are by no means targeted and baseless, and yet Siddiq's legal team say that they haven't seen any evidence. In fact, they say she hasn't even spoken to them, the ACC.
Well, the legal procedure needs the lawyers get together, exchange information with each other. That's why.
But she's saying that hasn't happened. So
it's not too late yet. I mean, it's a procedure always takes time. Bangladesh has not denied; they will not give you anything. Then there's no legal procedure.
But there's already been a warrant for her arrest on this particular charge, and yet she and her lawyers say quite clearly that they say it's extraordinary and wholly inconsistent with due process and a fair procedure to lay charges before the Bangladeshi court, obtain an arrest warrant. And she goes on to say they have not made any contact with Miss Siddiq or her lawyers. Yeah,
it's a lawyer versus lawyer. The lawyer from the Anti-Corruption Commission from Bangladesh, I'm sure they will have a very convincing answer to that question too.
Sure, but I think just to keep it really simple, she's saying that her lawyers have not heard from the ACC, and she is saying that therefore there is no due process in this.
Then the lawyer from Anti-Corruption Commission will explain how it is a very legal procedure.
I get that, but I guess as chief advisor, are you now urging, therefore, your Anti-Corruption Commission to be more transparent? Would you say this now on record, that they need to provide the information as soon as possible so that there's no doubt about these charges, which of course she denies? But if you do believe there's a case, is that what you're now saying then?
As chief advisor, I have full confidence in our Anti-Corruption Commission that they're doing the right thing.
There is, of course, an arrest warrant for Tulip Siddiq, as we've discussed. If there is a body of evidence that is produced before her, would there be a situation where you would seek her extradition?
Again, it's a legal procedure. That's something which one step takes to the next step. And the
but
next
would that be part of the procedure?
If it is part of the legal procedure,
so it's a possibility, if there is enough evidence, the ACC could seek her extradition?
If the law requires that.
Bangladesh has been one of the top 10 recipients of UK aid. We've heard in recent weeks and even yesterday in the spending review that the foreign aid budget is going to be dramatically cut. How is that going to affect the people of Bangladesh?
First of all, we'll be very happy to get some help during our crisis period that we are going through right now. But if it's not available, we still will continue to make our own efforts and doing things, increasing our own income.
How much of a blow is it, Professor Yunus?
It's a big blow. The British one, this is part of the life that goes on, ups and downs. Today it reduced, tomorrow that will increase, depending on situations what you have here. But we have to deal with the situation. Like suddenly we hear that USAID stopped all the money completely, 100%, done, finished. And we see around what happened. Major things that happen in Bangladesh. Rohingya issue that we have, all the money is cut off, zero. The whole Rohingya issue suddenly became a terrible news for us. So shocking things that happen. But we have to deal with that. Rohingyas cannot disappear just because the money disappears.
Mohammed Yunus speaking there to my colleague 𝗙𝗶𝗱𝗲. And just to tell you, we did contact Tulip Siddiq MP to ask her onto the programme. She declined but sent us this statement. I'm disappointed that Professor Yunus refused to meet me during his visit. He's been at the heart of a political vendetta based on fantasy accusations with no evidence, relentlessly briefed to the media. I hope he's now serious about ending the practice of smearing me in the press and allowing the courts to establish that their investigations have nothing to do with me.